Alright, this is the iPhone 4 Verizon CDMA version. Today we're going to replace it with this screen here. This is not a very common phone, so I just stocked the 4S screens, which have different brackets, and I'm going to teach you how to replace those brackets today. First we have to take out the pentalobe screws and turn off the phone here. Now on these older phones, make sure you check all the buttons. Obviously her button does not work. Okay, so we can't turn it off, but we'll be able to turn it off inside. We're going to slide this forward here, slides back and forth. And we're going to unscrew battery screw and turn off the phone here. Are you interested in replacing the power button?
Yeah.
Okay. The power button is $40 additional. Yeah, you can use the Touch ID for it. It's not really worth it in my eyes either. Okay, great. So we're going to pop out the battery by putting your tool here and clicking. If it's really difficult, you're going to have to struggle with it. It's fun. Okay, we're going to tape that off to the side so that way it's out of our way. The CDMA version is different than the GSM version, and it's different than the 4S version inside. We're going to pop this off here. Turn down my music a little bit here. Okay, we're going to take off this screw up here. Make sure you have a magnetic Phillips double zero screwdriver. Pop that off. Pop this off. You can use a plastic tool or your finger. Get a Phillips flathead tool screwdriver, just like that. We're going to unscrew this one and magnetize this if it needs to be magnetized. Mine does a little bit. Oops, I bumped that. Okay. Stop wiggling. Just unscrewing everything. Press this way and then pull up. That's because of this is clipped underneath there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and test this. I'm going to pop this up and pop this up here. We're going to put the new screen on temporarily here. Make sure this new screen works. Okay, obviously her button does not work, so we have to turn it on with the charge cable. Yeah, you would come to my head eventually. Alright, and we're just going to test this new screen out real quick before we finish installing. You making more? Got to? Those nose look cool. Those nose look cool. Superman cupcakes. Never a day's rest for an entrepreneur. Let's speed this up. Okay, now it's finally loaded here. Older phones take some time to load, so be patient with them. Just make sure the touch works everywhere. There's nothing wrong with the screen. because once we kind of start mangling this with this phone, it's going to be hard to warranty it. But we still give customer lifetime warranty, as long as they don't physically damage it. Now we're going to do a battery pull here again. Okay, now we're going to pull out the camera and pop off all these cables. Careful not to bump any of these delicate resistors. Keep your fingers above the board. Okay, and we're going to remove this piece up here. Pop this off again. Unscrew this. Unscrew the bottom one.
Those iPhones do have a gazillion screws back there.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
How many phones do you have?
I wasn't for sure if you were
3 right now.
in a business or in a house, so when I pulled up I wasn't for sure if I was in the right area.
Yeah, you know, I try to tell the customers up front. Sometimes I forget to tell them. You know, it's really detailed on our website, but not everyone looks, so I understand. Okay, so now we're going to half turn these screws out, so that way it comes out the screen, and you'll see here in a minute. Just get them out a little bit there, as you can see. Just enough, so that way we can put the new brackets in. And we have to take out the 4 screws around the iPhone here. And these are the easiest ones to forget, so don't. There's a hidden screw in this paper here, or this tape. And then 1 screw here, which is always fun. You have a long-handed Phillips that's tiny. Okay, now we got to remove this here. I like to use a little heat. Just heating up the top and then heating up the bottom. That way the glass comes off easy. I like to start on the bottom here, get in between the frame and the screen and twist. Okay. Make sure there's no glass on this old adhesive. If there is, like this right here, you have to remove it. Okay, now that it's removed here, we're gonna have to remove this frame here. We have to salvage it because we're using the newer screen, the 4S screen, instead of the old CDMA screen, which is not very common anymore. Plus, you don't have to have as much in stock if you just do it this way. All I'm doing is just picking off all the broken glass off the frame here.
Yeah. But you won't
Okay, now that we got a clean frame, make sure it's oriented right. Then you plug it in here. We're going to take off this old new frame off the 4S. Should be fairly easy, shouldn't be too difficult. You can break it off too. Okay, now we got that off. Place this on here. Okay, now we're going to take this piece off here, the grill piece or air piece. Now that we have salvaged this, actually it's the other direction. Looks better on that side anyways. Okay. Pull the red piece off carefully, sometimes it peels this off with it. Once again, make sure there's no glass anywhere left on this, or that's a good way of breaking your display instantly. Okay, so this is the most difficult part, is weaving these cables in. You have to kind of pull them through and weave them down. The video's not really getting good justice of this. You clip this all back in. Make sure your home button is lined up properly. Mine is not wanting to line up properly. There we go.
I wonder if I should try a little more blue. Just a little dye. You don't want a black. Rather have a black than freaking.
Kite lining up, something's going on here.
Yeah, I think it's done turning. Yep, I think it's done. But I think I need more. Not for the blue one, I think.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm doing opposite. Some of them will be red with the blue emblem, and some of them will be blue with the red.
Try this again.
Red on there. Oh, that. What is that?
That's why I bought
Been doing this for 13 years and phones still give me an issue.
I forgot you bought those.
If I need more frosting.
Hey, you can frost these now, you will. I don't even know how to do it. You want me to frost them and then you put the little emblem on? Can you do that? So you
Well, yeah, I was just trying to think of how we're going to frost it. Maybe just like with a knife and then...
Should we, yeah, should Should we just experiment? Let me get a knife.
And then do one of these. Do I have a skinny one?
Ah, old frame leftover. That's why I wasn't settling down. Golly,
Oh,
a pain in the butt.
This.
Okay, so you put blue across down the
It's the only thing that sucks about transferring that
Why
piece
is
over.
there a mirror on that?
Why is there a mirror on it? Well, so that way the LCD doesn't bleed right through the back of the phone. So that way you can see it basically.
Tristan, time to turn off the game.
I'm not even sure if that's 100% correct answer either. I think that's the why.
Come on, Chiggy.
And now we're gonna screw all the screws in.
Go on, high dog.
He wants a cupcake.
I could just see all the comments on YouTube. Nope, that's not the reason. And then they give me some wicked explanation. I'm like, no.
You can process it and freeze out in your food. Yeah, I'm not putting a ton of
And we're gonna get the 4 corner screws here.
Okay, which cupcake do you want?
Mom in the drawer.
Okay, you want red frosting or blue?
No, Mom.
You want to do this all around?
You can do one each.
It'll be waiting for him when he's done. Hey, put that on. Grab this cupcake right there.
Okay, we're gonna put this back on the vibrator. This piece goes inside the phone here, like that. We're gonna close it down, make sure it's all lined up. As soon as you see alignment, you want to start screwing down these screws here. I use the Phillips head to re-screw them down and then tighten them with the screwdriver or the flathead.
There's one that's not open. Where's the bun?
The bun? Or in there?
Still there's a one underneath that. He needs a plate. The cookie's hottie dog.
These motherboard screws are the worst because they don't like to screw in.
Don't make them all blue.
I've only made 2.
I'm just saying.
I haven't even done that one yet.
Okay, and then start putting it together based on how you want to organize this. I kind of like to just go random, mix it up a little bit. Plug that in first, antenna.
Mom, what are the other cupcakes look like?
This ain't gonna erase anything off of her phone, is it?
No, all of her data is on that motherboard I set aside initially.
Alright.
Not sure if I said this in the beginning, but this is Dustin with TechMD. That's www.tech-md.com. We're making these videos to show techs on how to repair their phones that they don't know how to repair already. If you want to become a tech, we're looking for techs across the nation.
There is yellow.
Go to our website to check out the details.
I don't remember. I thought it was just blue red. Blue red. Oh well, who cares?
You're done.
Okay, you want to catch it on your hot dog.
There you go. There's the young one. Looks like a car.
Okay, is that all you want? Hot dog on the bottom?
This goes underneath the cables there. Plug it in.
That's hard enough.
That kind of looks like a fire, huh?
Go to your food.
Oops, actually, I need to put that in after.
Right there.
You put no ketchup on it because you didn't want it. Alright, I'll let you put it on.
Just reassembling the puzzle here.
Good.
Okay.
There's one right here.
I'll get one that's open. We should have one that's open in first.
Plugging all your cables back in carefully.
Oh, it got taken out.
There you go. Okay.
This your case
Okay.
for your phone.
Angle it like this. Press down and get around these cables right here. And then press in. Then tighten your screws. Hold down the top one first. Then do this other one here, the very top. Now you can let go. Okay. Almost done here. Peel this up. Put this here. Plug that in. And then put your final screw in with the battery.
There's two more.
Now we're going to slide this in. This is a very delicate process. So angle it like this and press in where it's half open, and then we're going to slide it closed. Takes a little pressure to do it. Make sure it's sealed all around properly. We're going to take our Phillips screwdriver here, and we're going to screw the final 2 screws in. The corner come up. It wouldn't let me screw it in anyways. There we go. Pesky iPhones. There we go. Alright, as you can see, it's loading still. Typical iPhone 4. But it's ready to go here. All the touches working. Except for her power button doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. Just make sure everything is working. That's it.